Welcome back to Crafts by KMW. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithms. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe so you get access to all of my past videos as well as notifications of when I post new ones. I'd like to give a quick shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you so much. You are very appreciated, and I hope you're enjoying the channel. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook as well, and I would love to see you there. So today I just wanted to share a project that I am working on because it was so much fun to make, and I'm really loving how it's turning out so far. You can see it right here. And I thought it would be something that many of you would enjoy if you paper craft, if you journal, if you scrapbook. This is a really cool and fun project to do. So I will say right away that this project is not my idea. I got it from Graphic 45's website. They are a paper crafting company that makes papers and ephemera and tools and lots of other things to use in paper crafting, scrapbooking, journaling, card making, etc. They have a really fun, whimsical, cool, vintage vibe to their products, which I really love. So I have a bunch of their paper kits and lots of their other products as well. I use them a lot. So this project is called the Pyramid Album. So each time Graphic 45 introduces a new themed paper kit, they make a video to show a project and how you could use the paper in a project. And this one, they used their Steampunk Spells paper kit. I didn't have that one. I had It's Raining Cats and Dogs, so I decided to use that one. You don't have to use their paper kits to make the projects. You can use any papers that you want. I'm actually gonna make another one of these because it's so awesome with a Anna Griffin paper kit that I have, and I'm really excited to see how that one turns out. So I don't have the full kit anymore because I have used probably 3/4 of it so far in the book. But I just wanted to show you what the header or the cardboard insert looks like for the kit. So they call their kits deluxe collector's editions, and you get 12 double-sided 12 by 12 papers. You get a chipboard set, so a sheet that has lots of chipboard cutouts and things, tags and labels, things like that. And then a 12 by 12 sticker sheet that has lots of different stickers, borders, tags, photo corners, little journaling areas, words and quotes and things like that. So these kits sell for different prices. I think this one was about $30. I got it from Amazon, I think. It was either Amazon or eBay. I can't remember which one. Sometimes Amazon doesn't have all of the kits, so I go to eBay and I can usually find what I want there. So it is a little bit expensive. However, the papers are cardstock. They're really thick. They're great quality. The patterns are really beautiful. And the chipboard is nice and thick, good quality. The stickers are good quality. There are thicker stickers, not just flimsy ones. So the quality is really worth the price. So as you can see, this one is themed for cats and dogs. So I have my Finn, and if you've seen any of my other videos, you probably have seen Finn because he usually makes an appearance. Right now he's laying down on the table across from me. So I imagine at any time he'll be venturing on over. So you may see him. And I also have a dog, kind of. My sister has a dog, Zane, so I included him because I feel like he's a part of my family as well. So this album, as you can see, looks like a pyramid. So you start with a piece of chipboard. So I'm going to show you on this first page. So you start with a piece of chipboard, and then you take two pieces of paper and you either attach them for the larger layers. As you get up higher and you get to the smaller layers, you can use one sheet. And you fold it in half, you glue it onto the chipboard, and that makes your page. And the way you make the album really cool is you alternate on the side that you fold the paper. So on the bottom layer, I've folded the paper on the left. The next layer, you fold the paper on the right. So it alternates. So if I pulled this album up, it would look like an accordion. And it's so cool and gives you lots of room to put whatever you want inside. So this could be more of a journal. It could also be a scrapbook. So I'm just going to show you what I did because I did some different things in here that I thought you might like to see. And some of these ideas would work in journal, work in a scrapbook, work for even for cards, although you'd have to make things smaller most likely. But there's lots of ideas in here that you could use for lots of paper crafting projects. So in this page, this is a 3D element that you create in the video. Mine is not completed. You put two cards or photos or whatever you want on these little parts here. And I'm just not sure what I want to put there yet. I think I want to do photos, so that's why I'm leaving it blank for the time being. So the next page opens up the other way. So this page has, they have you make a pocket, and then you just put some paper here. I added a tag, and I can put a photo or two here and then stick whatever I want in the pocket. And then the next page, they have you make this cool, I don't know, I guess you call it like a fold it. You take a piece of paper and you score it in two places, and then it opens up. So you have lots of extra room for photos and journaling. I'm just trying to make sure you can see that fully. So I extended mine. I put an additional piece of paper on the end here with tape to make it a little bit longer. And then I added two cards just with some journaling tape or washi tape. And that gives me an additional area for a photo and some journaling. And I also did it on the bottom here. I hope you can see that. Yes, I think you can. And it just gives you a little bit more room to put things in. And then I added a card on the front that acts sort of like a tab, so you can grab onto it and open the top flap easily. And then on this side, I just added a little pocket. So I just folded a additional piece of paper that I had. I stapled it on the edges and then just glued it down and put some cards inside. And then for the next page, so I did this one a little differently than they do in the video. I added more paper and washi tape on here to make it more decorative. I cut a little extra piece of paper I had and made 2 photo corners. And I took one of the journaling cards. This actually was a full card. I cut this part out and then I attached it just on the left side, and that leaves it open to make it a pocket. And then I just stuck some cards in here, and I'll probably do some journaling and put a photo or 2 in there as well. And then on this side, they have you make another one of those foldables, and you actually put a strip of paper around it to make a slider. This I thought was really cool. So you slide it to the left to open up the one side. I hope you can see all that. And then you slide the little slider to the right and you open up the other flap. So I'm actually going to put some other things in here. I'm going to do some cards and make some flip ups like I did on the other page to add some more room to this, so I can put some more things on. But this is really fun. And just a little tip, I made this paper strip larger than what they said because I figured that once I put things inside here, it's going to get a little bit thicker. And I wanted to make sure I had enough room for this to grow so I can still slide the slider. And then the next page. So I did mine differently. So I'm going to start with this page. So I don't even remember what they did on this page, but I just put some cards down. So I'm going to do some journaling here. And on this little section here, I'll probably put some small photos of Finn, Zane, or both. And then on this side, they have you make a waterfall. But I decided to do it a little bit differently because this page is kind of small and I wanted more pages to be in the waterfall. So I saved the waterfall for the last page, and I'll show you that in a minute. So what I did was I took 3 sheets of paper and I cut them at different widths. So the top one is thinner, and then this one's a little bit wider, and then the third one is the widest. And then I just folded them at the top about, I don't know, maybe ½ an inch, maybe a little bit more. And then I put them in order and put them inside of each other. And then I just glued them together. And then I glued down the flap. I put a strip of other paper down just to give it a little bit of difference or just a little bit of pizzazz, but you don't have to. And then it makes this flip up for your photos, journaling, anything you want to add. So on this one, I added a card to make a flip up. I hope you can see that. And then this one, I added one that goes sideways. So this one, I actually, instead of using tape, I actually just put a score line here and folded it and then glued it on the score line. So sometimes I do that. Sometimes I add the extra pieces with washi tape just to add a little bit of variety. This one I haven't added anything yet. I'm not sure I'm going to. And then on the back, I did a double one. So I used 2 sheets of paper and I just bended them, folded them a little bit in. It's a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch, but less than 1/2 an inch. Glued them together and then glued it on the paper. And this makes a double flap for whatever I want to add on it. And then underneath, I just added a pocket. and added some various cards and pieces of paper in there to use this area. So the next page, so this side I'm really not sure what I want to do with yet. So this is totally empty. I forget what they did with this one. I'm not sure if they put some pieces of paper in rectangle to use as like photo mats, but I don't know what I want to do with this, so I'm leaving it blank for now. But this side, I added some more papers and washi tape than they do, and then I made a ripped pocket. I think they do this too. I think they actually rip the paper and make a pocket as well. And then I added some cards in here. I'll add some photos, whatever else I want. I added some of the border stickers on here for some design element and interest. And then we get to the last page. Oop. So you can see exactly what I did here. So let me start with this one. So on this page, I did something different. I decided to use a piece of paper to make a pocket, and then I just added a bunch of cards in here, and then I also made kind of a folder thing. They make this too, but I did mine a little bit differently. Mine is much larger, and theirs folded completely over. I left mine so it doesn't fold completely over. So you see some of the other page underneath. I didn't want it to fold completely over. I wanted to do something a little bit differently. So I used two cards that were together. I just cut them out together and added it to this sheet of paper. And then I added a tab, and I added a border here, and I'm gonna add some flip ups and things on the inside. I just haven't gotten to it yet, but I have a lot of additional scraps of paper that I can use. So I just thought this was a really cute idea to stick inside there. And then this page is where I did the waterfall. So I took 5 sheets of paper, and you cut them to the same width and length. You fold each one about a 1/2 inch at the top, so you have that little flap to glue. You glue your first one, your top page. So I glued it right here. And then your second page, you glue it right underneath where the bottom of that flap is. So when you close it, that second page hangs out a little bit. And then you just keep doing that. And I did it with 5. You could make them a lot smaller and have a lot more. I've seen these waterfalls have as many as 10 to 15 flaps in them. So you can do whatever you would like to do. And then I just added some things on top for interest, as well as more room for photos and journaling. So I added a scrap sheet of paper here. On this side, I added a little pocket, and I put the pocket sideways. So your items go in sideways, because I knew that if I put it this way, every time you open it up and close it, everything will fall out. So this helps them stay a little bit better. I'm actually going to use some paper clips once I get done with the album and finish it, but I thought this was really neat. So I just took a scrap sheet of paper that I had, folded it, I stapled the 2 sides, glued it down, and made it into a pocket. So here I have a side flip out, and this one I did on the right side. And then here I added one that goes up and down. This is a really great way to use your washi tape. If you are anything like me with washi tape, you are a washi tape hoarder. I probably have 100 rolls of washi tape and I keep buying more. So this is a really great way to use up your washi tape and be able to buy more. If you're like me and you feel guilty when you buy more, when you still have a lot, this is a great way to use it up so you can buy more. And then on this one, I did another pocket just with a strip of paper. And here I have another fold out on the left. Here I did another pocket on this one here. I'm not sure you saw that fold out. Let me make sure. Sorry, I keep forgetting to move the album up and down. And then on this page, I cut out an element from one of the papers. So it was this beautiful young lady with holding some puppies. And I put tape on the left side and I left the right side open. It's a little sticky. And I just cut out a card and stuck it in there. I'm probably going to add a photo in there as well. But this was a neat way to make a pocket. And then here I did another fold up. And then I also added another flip out here on this side with a little card. And then on this page, I made another flip up. And then underneath, I added another pocket and put cards and papers inside. So that is my book. Now they have you cover the back with a piece of paper. I didn't do that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. I might decide to. But that is the book. I hope that you enjoyed seeing my project. I'm so excited to start to gather the photos, print them out, decide what sizes I'm going to use and all of that to finish this book, and then I can start on the next one. So thank you so much again for watching. I hope you have a fantastic and very crafty day.